Are we on?
Yep.
You sure?
Have I ever been wrong?
Huh?
Have I ever been wrong?
I don't know. Have you?
No.
Every time.
Just so you know, tonight we're joined by somebody who's never been wrong.
On being turned on to
Turned
make
on
on
the
the
air.
podcast. I'm wrong all the time, but like I've never not like been recording. When you said, "Are you on?"
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
That's good Irish butter. Kerrygold Irish butter.
Oh, that's what I buy. in my
I
house,
encourage
too.
everybody
Me too.
to buy Kerrygold Irish butter.
That's what I buy too.
Okay, welcome to the 14th episode of Dinner with Dan. I am Dan Garris, the host of this podcast. This is Sunday, November 30th, 2025, so we're saying goodbye to November. And we are coming to you once again from Dayton's premier historic neighborhood known as Five Oaks. With us tonight at the table are table regulars Nan Whaley, Sam Braun,
Hey.
Kate Evans.
Hello.
Back from the great state of Maine is Paul Duncan Robinson.
Hello.
And my very own son, Eddie Garris,
Howdy.
who has spent the afternoon decorating the massive Christmas tree in the backyard.
And Eddie, it looks so
It
nice.
looks awesome.
So I encourage everyone to drive down the alley between Rowe Avenue and Grafton and admire that towering fern in the back. It looks really good, Eddie. You did a great job.
Thank you.
It really does.
Now, as we announced last week, the What's for Dinner tonight was going to be leftovers from Thanksgiving. So I want people to say what they brought and what we've got. So we'll start with Nan. What did you bring? What do we got?
Green beans.
Green
Those are
beans.
For yours. That's for you, Dan.
Okay.
Turkey, stuffing, homemade rolls, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
And cranberry sauce.
I made.
Oh, no.
I brought
Oh,
that.
okay. Kate,
Take
what
the
did
rest of that, Dan.
Yeah,
Take that.
that's yours.
Yeah.
Kate? What did you bring?
Cranberry sauce.
Okay.
Some sweet potatoes. This cauliflower, Brussels sprout, and leek gratin. Gravy. I brought half of a pie for later. A cranberry pie.
I don't think I've ever had a cranberry pie.
Well, that's about to change.
What's in a cranberry pie other than cranberries?
Cranberries.
Oh, that's it.
Literally, that's the filling.
Does it have a base like pecan pie?
It has a crust.
A crust? What kind of crust?
It is just a regular sweet-ish pie crust. And then the top has a like pecan and oat crumble, and it's really nice. It's sweet and it offsets the cranberries, and it's really yummy. If I do say so myself. But I'm a cranberry fan.
And
so
you made it?
I made it, the whole thing.
And Paul, did you bring Dunkin' Donuts for us?
No, unfortunately, well, I don't think we want leftover Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, I would have thought you
Sure,
well, that's true.
Hard, but no, I didn't have leftovers since I was in Maine, but I brought some
Lobster.
Riesling wine.
You brought lobster?
No, I brought Riesling wine because in the movie there was a reference to German wine.
That's true, there was.
Oh yeah, good point.
At the start of World War I, interestingly enough.
Yes.
Eddie, can you pass that cauliflower stuff? What is it again?
It's a cauliflower, Brussels sprout, and leek gratin.
Rattan?
Gratin, it's like
Gratin.
cream and butter and cheese. So, what's not to like?
What's not to like, indeed.
I made a mess of it.
Okay, and the gravy went where?
Right there. There's some gravy.
And there's some gravy.
Okay.
You can either pour it or use that spoon.
Do you want some turkey?
Sure.
Stuffing?
Same.
Yep. Oh, God, yeah, I love stuffing.
Stuffing's fantastic.
I could exist on
Oh, I thought I did.
gravy and stuffing from Thanksgiving. Fact of the matter, that may be a new great diet for me. Gravy and stuffing for Thanksgiving. Then I can save on taking, not taking those Mongerno shots anymore.
No, there you go.
You know, there was a
Cranberry sauce.
very famous NFL player back in the day, Roosevelt Greer.
Yes.
You know, he was with RFK, the original RFK, when he got assassinated in the Ambassador Hotel. He was one of the guys that tackled Sirhan. And when he used to have to make weight for training camp, you know what his diet was?
Gravy.
Nope. His two favorite foods. He would eat nothing but his two favorite foods. You know what his two favorite foods were? Canned cling peaches and barbecue potato chips.
Wow.
So for like the first 2 days, he would just eat cans and cans of clinged peaches and bags of barbecued potato chips. But after 2 or 3 days of that, he was tired of them, so he just quit eating. And that's how he lost his weight to get to training camp.
Wild.
Now, just so you know, I was so believing in that diet that I tried that when I was in high school.
Eating his favorite foods or your favorite?
My favorite foods,
Okay.
which were pretzel sticks, dill pickles, and sliced American cheese made by Borden's where my dad worked. And I actually lost like about 10 pounds doing that. But you know, like all those fad diets, when you get off of them, you put double the weight back on.
Right. It's true. If anybody needs to heat up their plate, go put it in the microwave, I would say.
Fad might not be the right word, Dan. I doubt your diet caught on with others.
Well, that's true.
No kidding.
I've often thought I should try it again.
Oh God, but why?
But, yeah. But that worked for Rosie Greer.
Let's do
Okay,
dessert.
so before we get into the movie, let us go around the table and each of us tell what we did for Thanksgiving. So let's start with Nan and her husband, Sam.
Well, for Thanksgiving, we cooked and we had Nan's parents over and made the traditional foods that we are enjoying, the leftovers up here: turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green beans.
And then we came over here for pie.
Yes, came over for pie.
And that was nice.
Okay.
That was really nice. We also continued our tradition whenever we're in town on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We go to the Ruby Girl show.
Oh, okay.
And that was a lot of fun last night. Always is. Always a big time.
Yeah.
It was at the arcade. It was fun.
Yeah.
Nice. I've been to one there.
Oh, have you?
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
It was a few years ago.
And we also spent Saturday with Nan's parents. And that's, sometimes we do it Friday, but that's kind of a tradition too. Nan and her mom go shopping, and Nan's father and I go to the adult daycare.
The adult theater?
Daycare.
Adult daycare.
Adult daycare.
Adult daycare, aka the off-track betting parlor.
Oh.
And had a good time. I won a little. I think he won. He did really well. Always fun. We bet Churchill Downs, which actually has a great racing car Thanksgiving weekend. It's the last day of their fall meet.
Joe Whaley always does well at the horse track.
He does like the horses.
Yeah.
He's very good at it.
So where's this off-betting place you went to?
We went to the one in Lebanon,
Oh, okay.
which has.
Oh, it's like one of the racinos?
It has a sports book. It has
Okay.
a horse book. It has some days there's harness racing there, and it has a casino as well. Though we don't play in the casino.
But just slot machines.
I think it's just slot machines. Yeah.
But Mom and Dad on Friday, they went to my first cousin once removed. Is it first cousin once removed or your second cousin if it's your cousin's had a child?
Once removed.
From once removed.
Okay, so my first cousin once removed was playing for the state championship in Indiana for
Oh, yeah.
football,
That's right.
and they won.
And they won. All right.
Good for them.
And apparently he had something like 30-some tackles himself.
Wow.
And he played every set of downs except for one, both offense and defense.
Wow.
And also, apparently, he's the number 2 tackle in the country.
So I was just
Had
gonna
an
say, so
interception and scored
what
a
kind of
touchdown.
scholarship offers
Yeah.
is he getting?
He's a junior, so, and then my parents were like, and he's so nice. And so,
Aw.
like, went and said, like, thank you for
Really
coming.
smart.
There were like 20 Whaleys that went. Yeah, and he's
Good.
smart. So they did that. They were very excited that he won and they, he's from this really small county called Putnam County, South Putnam. And so the Indianapolis Star apparently wrote a story, my mom was saying, and at the end of it, because it was like they filled the, like it was a Lucas Oil, and they filled the lower half of the bowl on one side, which is basically the entire county came to Lucas Oil to see it. And the Star in their story said, the last person out of South Putnam turned out the lights, because like they were all going to Indianapolis to watch this football game
Broke
on
it into
Friday.
every house in town.
Yeah. So that was the big news over in Indiana this weekend.
That's big news, yeah.
hmm So that was exciting. That was what we did.
Catherine?
I had my family at my house on Thursday for Thanksgiving. My aunt, my dad, my sister, and made, as Sam put it, all the traditional foods. Had a really nice time. Dad and Beth got there early because the Packers were on at 1, and they had a big Thanksgiving victory in Detroit.
Yes, they did.
So Dad had a nice Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Which meant we all had a nicer Thanksgiving because he wasn't grumbling about the Packers. He was very happy. And then we watched the Flyers later in the evening, big
Yeah.
sports day, which I could take or leave, to be perfectly honest.
Really?
But I love both, but I just, on Thanksgiving, I'm kind of like, I could. So
It's Thanksgiving, right?
yeah, so we were watching sports and not a Christmas movie, but it was fine. We had a nice night, and then Friday I decorated my house for Christmas, and Saturday I did some small business shopping and with my sister, and
Where did you small business shop at?
we were around town, and went. One of the places we went out to was Stockslager's.
We went to
so
Stockslager's.
I know Nan and
Got
Sam
your
were out there
poinsettias.
too. Got some poinsettias. It's poinsettia central at my house now, so
That's
Nice.
right.
yeah.
Thank you for the poinsettias.
Stockslagers.
Yeah.
They're
of
so,
course.
that whole area, it's beautiful. You walk in there and they've got all the different colors and
Oh,
things.
it is nice.
It's so pretty.
We got the wreath for our front house, the house over there. Bought Mom some wreaths.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it is nice.
So, Catherine, your lights are up
The
outside?
lights are up outside. The only
Ooh.
thing I don't have is a Christmas tree, but I get a live tree, so I wasn't quite ready. I'll get one probably next weekend.
Up to Farmer Brown's?
Up to Farmer Brown's. I did go to Farmer Brown's, and I got garland and a wreath and
Yeah.
some swag.
You always
and
do it
things.
like before Thanksgiving. It's like the Wednesday.
Well, the Wednesday before, it's just usually it works out that way,
It
and
looks
then
nice.
it's just easy.
It looks
because-
nice.
Yeah. So,
And we have our lights all up. We did that Friday.
well, I was gonna say, Dan, Farmer Brown. We went on Wednesday, and I don't know if you remember, but Wednesday was super windy,
Yeah.
Yes.
super
Oh,
windy.
yeah.
And Farmer Brown claimed to my sister and I that it was the windiest day he's ever sold Christmas trees on. He had some family come up from Cincinnati, and the people out there in podcast land can't appreciate this maybe, but this guy is very loud and very boisterous.
Who farther Farmer Brown?
Farmer Brown, he is like a wild man, and he was yelling, and he yells Christmas carols at the top of his lungs out of the tree at the tree yard.
Tree
And
farm.
he was so funny when we went, and he was complaining about the wind bitterly, and he had to lash down some lady's tree with 3 ropes. He was making everybody get their tree wrapped because it was so windy. And he said over and over as he was tying the tree to my sister's car, "This is the windiest day I ever sold a Christmas tree on." So
Now,
I have a hard time believing it, but that's what he claimed.
it's on State Route 49,
Yeah,
right before you get
go
to
there,
70.
I go there, yeah.
We bought our first Christmas tree in 1981 when we got married from Farmer Brown. and it's called A. Brown and Sons. And I've
This is
often
one of the
thought,
sons.
he's
This
one of the
Mike
sons.
is one of the sons.
I've often thought that he should be a reality TV show.
Oh yeah.
He's got all these daughters
He is
that
a
Kate
character.
went to
Yeah.
high school with and school
Oh,
with.
there's Northmont.
Yeah. And it is so funny. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
so funny. One time we were out there, and Eddie knows because he's been out there a bunch with us. There was a lot of snow on the ground, and Mike would run over, jump in a snowdrift, bury his face, and then come out looking like he had been frozen in the Arctic.
Oh yeah.
You can also get fresh pressed apple cider. If you want a live Christmas tree or a cut Christmas tree, I tell you, go to A. Brown and Sons out on State Route 49. You can't go wrong.
You get a tree and a show.
You get a tree and a show. A couple years ago, I had found a check that I had written him, A. Brown and Sons, in 1982. And as he totaled up my thing and handed it to me, I handed him that 1982 check. And he's like, I don't think this is going to work this time, Judge. But yeah, that's a great place to buy a tree.
Yeah, he is such a character.
Oh, and the other thing, too, of anybody that goes to UD basketball,
Oh yeah.
he's a
Oh, God.
major UD basketball
Oh, is
fan. And I'm telling you, half the time, the Lee's Chicken guy or the pizza people will bring the pizza to him or to Lee's Chicken. And then he spends the rest of the time passing it out to everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's ever eaten a piece of the pizza or himself. He
He
is.
wears like a giant hat.
Yeah, it's
and,
like a
he's
a
up
cat
there
in a hat
dancing,
thing. Oh,
like,
yeah.
The camera finds
Where
him a lot.
where does he sit?
I set ours was in the 200
Yeah,
level.
I know where you sit.
And he's to the left of me, so
Yeah.
he's in the 200 level
But like 'cause you
around
sit
the
at the
corner.
end, so it's like more at the corner.
at the corner. Yeah,
Behind the UD bench more.
yeah, right behind the UD bench. He is hysterical,
Oh yeah.
We'll keep an eye.
nonstop action. Yeah. Fact of the matter, when they did, remember when before we got knocked out by COVID, ESPN had their last
Yep, yep.
Saturday thing at UD where all the guys came in. He is such a fan that he was on that.
Oh, that's great.
They prominently showed him for about 15 seconds doing his crazy act on that. So, yep, it's a tree and a show, or it's a basketball game and a show. You can't beat it. Mike
Nice.
Brown's a heck of a guy.
Oh yeah.
So when are you going to go get your tree?
Eddie, when are we going to go get the tree?
Up to you.
It's up to me.
So when are you going to get the tree?
Soon, probably within a week to 10 days.
Well, so we don't do real trees at the Whaley Bronze.
Oh, you do artificial?
Do you know why? I did a real tree one year, and my dad called me every day to make sure the house wasn't on fire.
Oh, you're kidding.
I just can't take that. So it was like the way he wore me down to get an artificial, and he's very happy.
He was
But
certain there wouldn't be enough water.
Did you have an
involved,
artificial
and that
tree growing
would
up?
Burn the house down.
no, we didn't. We had a real tree, and probably my sophomore year in high school, freshman year in high school, they moved to an artificial tree, and I think my dad just has a very big
A phobia.
phobia of.
So Joe has no firsthand experience with the
No.
tree.
No,
going.
this is just he did that to me every day of the year I had a real one, and I was like, oh my goodness. So the other big news I should tell you, Dan. So for our podcast listeners, Dan Garris has bought Sam and I for Christmas the same thing now for 25 years. For me, at least 25 years. For Sam, 20. Is I get a Winnie the Pooh Linux Christmas ornament from this house. And they're so great, I love them, that I made my own tree on the second floor in my den in my office is all Winnie the Pooh Christmas trees. He gives Sam, unfortunately,
Hooray!
a Bengals orange and black, ugly as sin.
Just wanna make sure you can
ceramic,
see it.
NFL official ceramic
Glows in the dark.
Bengal. And so, Dan, I just purchased an artificial tree, a 5-foot artificial tree, to be the Bengals tree that
Oh,
will
wow.
sit in the dining room.
Oh, I thought
It
you were
has
going to say
been
it's in the
ordered.
basement.
No, I mean, I respect.
No,
I
no, it
respect.
must be prominent.
I drew the line. Sam wanted orange lights. No. This will be white
I want
lit.
an orange tree.
White lit. Regular
Or black tree.
Black
but
Christmas
we're gonna
tree, there you go.
so we will now be up to like 3.5 trees at the
Nice.
house. Yeah, from all the ornaments. So I wanted to tell you that.
Ho, ho, ho.
Big news.
That's
Big
nice.
news for us. Ordered yesterday.
Okay, great.
So,
I think that's a good idea.
well, the
That's a lot of
tree,
trees.
I have like
Yeah.
too many ornaments on the main
Yeah.
tree, and like
Yeah.
you add 25 Bengals ornaments, they're
I
really
know.
big. It just doesn't.
I know. I have a lot.
It's overwhelming, and I was like, they'll be better for the Bengals if they all have their own tree. It'll be
a focus.
a focus
Yeah.
of Bengalness in the dining room. I'm so excited. I can't handle it.
You probably got maybe 20 poos from me.
Oh, I have every poo since 2001.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so from 2001 to 2025, I have every single Linux poo.
I've put it in my will that I've funded you getting poos and Sam getting Bengals
Marty says he
throughout-
takes it over. Yeah.
throughout your lifetimes.
There you go.
Yeah. I've got a special trust set up in the Garris family trust that
So
will
your-
continue
Your
on.
new collection is not coming at the expense of the
Nice.
ornament trust.
Say what?
Your new collection of like movie memorabilia is not coming at the expense of the ornament.
Oh, heck no.
Okay.
No. Tradition. Tradition.
So my godmother has sent me like a Hallmark,
Oh,
that year's
nice.
Hallmark ornament for the last umpteen years, and that's a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
buy a separate tree.
Yeah.
I did it because I love the poo, or I love them.
Yeah.
And not so much the Bengals. I love the poo ornaments, and I was like, they're so pretty. And
Yeah.
there's too many ornaments on this tree. And if I put the tree in my office, and so like you're on Zooms all the
yeah,
time.
you've got one you can
There's a
look
tree
at.
on the backdrop. It's in the backdrop. You can see my Pooh Bear, and you can see it in the window
Yeah,
on
I
the
can
second
see
floor.
it,
You don't
yeah.
see the Pooh, but they're on the. It's a nice. I started that about 5 years ago, and then I was like, I got to do something with these
It's very festive on Row Avenue.
Bengals. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is nice.
Lights are going up.
Kate's usually first, and we're usually second. I would
Yeah.
say on the lights, and so that's about the same this year. Okay, well we.
Paul, what did you do for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I went to Maine, and there was an outing for Lobster Roll Dan, just not on Thanksgiving. So my wife, my daughter, and then up there visiting my parents. And on Thanksgiving Day, our new-ish tradition is to just actually go out. We go to the Hilton Garden Inn for their Thanksgiving buffet. Because it's just easier on everyone. And then it's my godparents and their son and his wife and 2 daughters, and my godparents' sister and brother-in-law. So 13 total. And then we all go back to my parents' house and play cards and have a second round of dessert and call it a day. It's not like the 14-hour fest that it used to be because everyone's getting a little older, but it's still it's a nice day. I think my mom feels a little bit guilty that she's not cooking because on Tuesday, the last couple of years, she's roasted a turkey breast and made mashed potatoes and
A little bit
yeah,
of home cooking.
cranberry sauce. I think it's just kind of funny that she feels a little bad, but she hasn't admitted this. Is just my speculation.
She's like, people are coming here expecting Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she might miss cooking it.
She
Yeah.
might, yeah. So anyway, it was a good time.
It is kind of fun.
Yeah. So we go back. We came back on Friday, so I could drive my daughter back to Columbus, so she could watch the game with her roommate in Columbus. So I was in the car a bit yesterday.
What grade is she in now?
She is a 3rd year at the Ohio State University.
Good grief.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
We finally got the monkey off Ryan Day's back yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you have your phone, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eddie, what did you do on Thanksgiving?
Hungover?
Hungover.
No, yeah, hungover,
So you-
clean, call, ate, slept.
Is that yours?
I think so.
What did you just say?
Hungover, clean, call, ate, slept.
Okay.
Yep.
So you took advantage of the Wednesday night being one of the biggest drinking nights of the year.
I'm shocked. That's what.
It's just another day for me.
Oh.
Well, and the best thing about it is he did an Uber.
No, Damien took me home.
Oh, Damien took you home. When did you do the Uber,
yeah.
Uber with Marty?
No, Molly had to take me to get the call
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
Okay, yeah. Damien brought him home. That's our new next door neighbor.
Perfect.
And then the next day, in brotherly love, Marty, who was making our dinner for us, everything, came down. And so Eddie didn't have to get an Uber to go get his car. Big brother Marty took him and got his car. And then next thing I know, about 5 o'clock, all of a sudden my house is now starting to smell like Thanksgiving. Marty carried all the food down
Nice.
from 208, brought it down here, set it all up. And
Did he
it
smoke-
was,
Did
huh?
he smoke a turkey?
He
again?
smoked a turkey.
Oh,
It
nice.
was really good, made everything. And it was Marty and Julie and Izzy and Julie's mother, Karen. Her father wasn't feeling good, so he didn't make it. And me and Eddie. So it was a real good time.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
And then the Whaley Bronze showed up bearing apple pie, so we let them in the front door. And so we had a good time talking about all kind of things.
It was nice.
It was nice.
I like it. If we're not on an island, I like to spend Thanksgiving on Row Avenue.
Well, that's right. You were in Hawaii last year this time
Correct. Correct.
at a UD Flyers tournament.
Yep, with Steven and David and their families.
And you had a big sports weekend. Your Bears won.
My Bears
Your
won.
Buckeyes won.
My Buckeyes won. And the Flyers won the first game
They did.
in overtime against Georgetown,
Where were they?
a team that I have
Florida.
hated. I've hated since 1984
Yeah.
when those thugs on Georgetown assaulted the UD players in the final 8. Brent Musburger said that he should have been thrown out of the game. He should have been banned from playing college basketball. He just turned around and punched on TV Cedric. What was his name? Cedric Taylor, Cedric Jones was one of our good players. The guy had just dunked a ball, turned around, and for no reason, with his fist, punched Cedric right in the face and knocked him down.
Oh my
And they
God.
did not call a penalty on him, did not call a foul on him.
Wow.
Brent Musburger was doing the game, went crazy about it. That was when Roosevelt Chapman was
Yeah.
with UD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have hated Georgetown ever since then.
Anthony Grant was like a freshman on that team or something.
Yeah, I think
right?
so, yeah.
Sit.
I've hated Georgetown ever since then.
That's a good reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyhow, there you go. And I guess then, do we have
Okay.
any other business announcements to make before we get into the movie?
Business.
I wanted to
announcements.
make sure you knew about the Bengals tree. That was my big announcement of the day.
Oh gosh. Oh thanks.
I don't think so. Anything else, guys? No, Eddie. Eddie is shaking his head.
no
No.
further announcements.
The turkey dinner, I think people liked because
Oh yeah.
I know
we
we're cleaning
demolished.
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 I love it.
These.
I love to see leftovers
I
disappear.
There
do
is,
too. Really nice.
Very few leftovers left over.
Yeah, I'm,
The
I'm
turkey.
happy.
People ate the turkey. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. Please eat the rest. There's 2 rolls left. I handmade those rolls, so
Yeah, so like appreciate them,
appreciate
please.
those fucking rolls.
Don't just eat them.
Language.
Appreciate them.
Oh, just so you know.
She marks it explicit.
You
Huh?
get one in every.
No,
That's
just so
right.
you know. At Thanksgiving meal, we talked with Nan's mother, Ann, who's a faithful, a good listener of the podcast. And I said, one of my biggest troubles is trying to get your daughter to quit dropping F-bombs. And she is mortified by it. So she has some ideas about how we're going to stop Nan from doing it. And I've signed them up to be our table guests for Gone with the Wind.
Yes, it's my mom's favorite movie. She's
That's her
gonna
mother's
come
favorite
in.
movie.
Well, that's good, and that is a long one, and there's a lot to say fuck about.
Yeah,
Well-
I can't wait.
Wow.
I
this
think
is
what
gonna
we're
be
going to do
special.
is we're going to do a language jar.
Oh, okay.
And every time an F-bomb gets dropped,
Yeah.
we're talking serious jack. Not one of these quarter things, not one of these 50-cent things, not one of these dollar things, not one of these $5 things, not one of these $10
Take it all the
things.
fun
And
out.
where does the money go then?
That's to be determined. But it'll
go to the Virginia Mud Platte Empowerment Fund.
There you go.
That's where it should go.
it'll go to the Virginia Mod Platte
I just
Empowerment
wanna
Fund.
make
And you know what? She
There was a
would love
plan.
me saying fuck. Not really, but she would like
Language.
the money.
Yeah, I was gonna say she would not, but she'd like the money.
She'd like the money. She'd be just like my mom about the.
So we're going to work on that, but that'll be where the money goes to. Okay.
Good.
So
Okay, well now I like this idea.
Yeah.
Now it's a challenge.
yeah, but you know what my problem is with this?
But
You're going to come down
Yeah.
with you're going to go like a guy going to a strip joint for the first time.
I'm
You're going to
have-
come down
yeah,
with a
we're-
wad of ones,
We're gonna have a bouquet.
and it's going to
of
be
20.
F F F F F F F
right.
F.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
yeah, they're coming 1939, and so I have to schedule that. And then Crystal King is considering coming in for 1942. Because you know what 1942 is?
Casablanca.
Casablanca,
We have
I
a
love
lot-
Casablanca.
We have a lot of people wanting to come in. Because I invite people, Dan. I hope this is okay. Because I know who you like and don't like generally. And I say, like, well, you can come be a guest for your favorite movie. And people get really excited about that idea. So I think
Yeah,
that'll
we
be
can do
fun.
that.
You know, so we can have people that if they really love a movie as we're getting
like
into
it.
the thick of it, they
I
can
love
come.
Casablanca.
That's a
I'm
great
excited
movie.
about
Great
all of
movie.
it. Okay, let's talk about this.
Okay, we are now up to the 6th Best Picture movie, Oscar.
Oh, can I also say my dad is watching them now? He's watching the movies too, which I'm very excited about.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
but he was complaining that he has it to pay for him.
Yeah, he's
So, you know,
know.
I've got them on DVD.
Some of them are free on YouTube.
Well,
Yes, he's got it in the public domain.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what I've noticed, some of them are like bootleg free on YouTube too.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I know.
I don't want to get in trouble with the FCC. We didn't say
I
anything
didn't
about
say
bootleg.
anything. about that.
I'm paying for them all, unless I borrow
I am
Dan's
exactly.
DVD.
I've
Which
paid
my DVD player has broken. Something I'm asking for Christmas.
Nice.
Small DVD player.
$3.49 on Amazon Prime.
I need like the little DVD player because I don't want a big one that sits
No.
into my. But it has to be a small one, so I'm gonna ask for that for
I
Christmas.
got one out there for $169, which is great. It's got a 12-inch screen on it.
No,
It's great.
I just want to connect it to my
You want
TV.
Yeah, tiny one.
a tiny one.
To connect to my TV.
DVD player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is won the Academy Award for a picture of 1933, but it won it in 1934. It's called Cavalcade. Okay, it is a wonderful story. It starts in New Year's Eve of 1899, and it ends New Year's Eve 1933, I believe, or 1932. It's one of those years. So I had never seen it before. I really liked it. I watched it. Eddie set it up for me. I watched it this afternoon. And then, right before you guys got here, I watched it the second time with a movie critic who talked during it
Okay.
about highlights of the movie and what this meant and what that meant and everything else. So I'm going to throw this out to everybody, and then I will bring some points in from time to time. So who wants to go first?
Do you want to give maybe a synopsis of the movie, or do you want to?
The synopsis of the
Sometimes
movie
you
is,
do.
okay, I
I'm
will.
just saying.
It follows the life, 30-year span, or 33-year span, I guess, of a English family, aristocratic
Aristocratic.
family from New Year's Eve 1899 to 1933. Okay, so it's 33 years. It's a dad, a mother, and two boys, and it follows them. For a while, it also follows the butler and the cook and the maid in the basement. So
Some upstairs, downstairs.
it's a little bit of upstairs, downstairs, so you get a little bit of that. And then it's their life and what goes on and how they stumble through it and how they face a challenge and how they get knocked down and how they get back up. And then it ends New Year's Eve, 1933. So that's the
Okay.
synopsis.
That's the synopsis.
Kate, you start on this one.
Well, you said, what were you going to throw something out, or what?
No,
You just want to throw it out
yeah.
in general.
for you to start.
Okay. Well, I thought I was going to like this movie a lot more than I did, to be honest with you. The premise is right up my alley. Upstairs, downstairs, like the time period, everything. It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but overall I didn't care for it a whole lot because I felt like, the cavalcade of it all, this onward march, it seemed to be more about like time marching than telling any sort of real story. And it was very heavy-handed with the time marching on, like, themes and imagery. And I thought, like, well, of course, time moves on in a family. But, like, I felt like it never really dug into any of these lives or characters enough to make me, like, get invested in the story. It was not dissimilar to Cimarron in that way, where it's just, like, this march through time, like, we're trying to fit all these things into this movie and these like moments and milestones for this family, but we don't really know. We're not digging in that much on like what are they like, what are they do, like what. I don't know. It was Cimarron, Forrest Gump, like. Oh look, they're showing up in all these things. Like, okay, what do they think about that? Oh, spoiler alert! Your son dies on the Titanic. Nobody even talks about it.
You just see the
Titanic.
Sam keeps on saying, Sam's like, are they on the Titanic? I'm like,
Exactly.
I don't know. Are they on the... Sam's like, I think that they're going to be on the Titanic.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I love you, what's his name?
Edward.
Edward. I love you, Edward. And then
Yeah.
Titanic.
If I had to die tonight, that'd be okay, because I'm super happy.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I prefer to die today. Because nothing can be the peak of this moment.
And then literally, like, the scene after they show the life ring that says
Titanic.
RMS Titanic on it.
HMS.
HMS.
Yeah.
Titanic on it. It's like now suddenly a year later and World War I is starting and the younger brother makes a reference to, like, his older brother dying on the Titanic. Otherwise, they would have joined up together. And there's really, like, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I noticed that too.
There's just the jumping. It just seemed like it was jumping from moment, like historic moment to moment so quickly. There wasn't a lot of meat on that bone.
Yeah, at least in Cimarron,
So
it seemed
sorry,
like
I've talked a lot
in
here.
Cimarron, it seemed like they spent more time on a given time period. So I thought I was going to like this movie too. And in fact, I'll make the controversial statement that I think I like Broadway Melodies better than this movie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, I didn't.
But
that's still my.
yeah, I like enjoy the Cimarron aspect of the time jumps more than this one. Oh, Dan has things to say.
Well,
yeah.
of course he does.
Nan?
He likes to.
Well, I want to hear Sammy first.
Sam?
Paul, go ahead, Paul.
Do you have something to say?
I'm
So yeah, I'm with Kate on it. I think the major sin for me that the movie really did not entertain me.
right.
Mm-mm.
It just wasn't. And like you said, it's a march through time.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, they're on this ship that looks like the Titanic. Okay,
Right.
like you can kind of just kind of see what's going to happen. The kid goes to the other son goes to World War I. Well, okay, you can kind of see what's going to happen. It just, I don't know. I did not, and I wasn't sure what the point of it was. Was
Yeah.
it an anti-war movie? Was it a movie about morality? Because there's some scenes in there of the Roaring '20s
Yeah.
and people kind of dancing lewdly. And
Was there
making
actually
out
like a gay
Yeah.
couple and a lesbian
Yes.
couple
Yes.
in it?
Yeah.
Did you pick up on that? Okay.
Well, and that's when I was like, oh well, it is Noel Coward. So
Who's Noel Coward?
Noel Coward is.
You don't know who Noel Coward is?
A
Oh
writer,
my God.
playwright that is well
why I'm
known.
doing this, so I
And
can
I
do
guess
it.
that was part of it too.
Mooresville, Indiana is coming out in you. You've
No.
never heard of Noel
No,
Coward? Well, like one of the greatest British playwrights ever?
No.
Wow.
I thought it was gonna be like Whittier because he was the right. Like, I thought it would be like Whittier and more fun and more entertaining. To Sam's point, because it's like Noel Coward, and I thought like, like drawing room kind of, but it really wasn't witty or entertaining. And I'm with you, Sam. Like, there were a lot of visual references as part of the time marching on was
Right.
like these like scenes interspersed of like war, and I'm with you. I don't know if that was meant to like
Yeah,
invoke this like anti-war.
if we're trying to make the point about
Yeah.
being anti-war, they could have made the point they're signing the armistice,
yeah,
and their son's still alive.
right.
But one of the great sins at the end of the war was the Allies mounted a huge attack
Yeah.
the morning of the armistice. That I think it was designed as punishment of the Germans, but it killed a bunch of people completely unnecessarily that morning. And I guess that is when their son dies, but you never really even
You
get that.
don't
You
get
have
that.
to. You
Much
have
like-
to figure that out
Much
on
like
your
the
own.
Titanic death.
And you don't know
It's-
they're on
yeah.
the Titanic. They could have lived.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
people,
they didn't.
some people did
apparently.
escape.
Unsinkable
so
Molly Brown did.
in the morality, what is it that the rich old couple got married and stayed married, and so they're happy because they're together, and like
They've done the right things.
They've
and-
done the right thing, but some things don't work out for the servants because one of them's a big drinker and he dies.
He leaves
and
service to
then-
buy
yeah.
a bar,
Yeah, and then
and then he dies.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're making a lot of little points without fleshing them out because they
Yeah.
talk about like the being in service, and I mean we know from other shows that this is like a transition period. The Edwardian era is a transition period, but they don't really flesh that out.
Yeah, of course they don't know what a transition it is yet.
Yeah.
1933.
True.
With what's coming, I wonder if it would look different if they had
Yeah,
made the movie 10 years later.
and they make the same comments at the beginning of the war that we saw in All Quiet on the Western Front, where it's like, oh, this will be over quick, 3 months, maybe 6 months, and of course when they do the March of Time, we know that it takes
Yeah.
longer. But
Every
they don't-
World War every
Yeah.
movie related to World War One,
Yeah.
they say that.
Yeah,
Just a few
They
months.
really do.
but they don't dwell.
It's like you must say it. I think it might be the law.
Well, because everybody really did think that.
The leaders,
True.
all
Mhm.
said it too.
Yeah, like
There's
that's
a lot of,
the-
a
the
lot of famous
propaganda,
quotes from
yeah.
the Kaiser and others saying things like that.
So Nan, it's your
Yeah.
turn.
I didn't know who Noel Coward was, so you'll have to educate
We
me
even
there.
knew who that was in Van Wert.
Yeah. Sam, did you know who Noel Coward? Sam didn't. Zena didn't either, so there you go. That's why we're doing this
It
exercise,
is
so we
part of
can learn.
this.
I generally agree. It wasn't my favorite of the 6 we've seen. I loved that we started at the beginning, and Sam is like, "Why are they starting this movie
I know.
over the which war was it?
The Boer War.
The Boer War.
was
Nobody-
pretty
nobody-
obscure.
Nobody watching this movie knows the Boer War versus the English." And
I
said,
did because I did a I did a report on it in college.
So
Right.
I wondered about that.
So I mean,
What-
I didn't. Did you
Talking
know what the
about
Boer War
mass
was?
appeal.
It's technically
I
the second
knew
Boer War.
The second Boer War. Okay,
yeah.
everybody at this
I
show.
was
that.
I was a history minor, so I did know about it a little bit.
Well, as
The
someone,
first was
you know,
when they fought the Zulus.
Yeah.
Rorke's Drift and all that business.
Well, you know,
It was
as
the
someone who doesn't know
Dutch-
who Neil Coward is and did not know about the Boer War, that was
It's
really,
okay. It's
really
okay.
good.
Really,
It was
it's okay.
the Dutch who had settled in southern Africa against the British.
Yep.
And the British won, and it increased British control over that area.
But I did wonder, like contemporary audiences in 1933, like how much would they have
Sam thinks
recognized?
not very many.
Right, and then more to the point,
Yeah.
they kept talking about the siege of Malfa-King, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, that's real.
that would have had it been like either a
That's really
huge
epic.
deal in all the newspapers all the time, or that's a deep cut into the Boer War.
Well, it was a British movie. It was not like.
Which is interesting
mean,
that it won Best
what-
Picture was the
I-
British
and
movie.
it was a British
Yeah.
director. It was a British cast. Well, right, but it was made. It was made in Hollywood.
It was based on a 1929 play by Noel
Noel
Coward.
Noel Coward, yeah.
Okay. And it was first presented in 1929 in London.
Yeah.
It had over 300 people in the cast.
Jesus.
They had 6 hydraulic stage changes. And it was too big a production to appear on Broadway in New York City.
So it could only do the West End of London?
Yep, it was only in London.
Wow.
So it came to America. It was all filmed in California. None of it was filmed in England. which became an issue for England
Sure.
because all the actors were
English.
English stage actors,
Yeah.
none of whom really had much of a Hollywood career after that. Although the woman who plays the mother, she lost Best Actress to Katharine Hepburn. That was Katharine Hepburn's first Oscar she got.
What'd she win that Oscar for?
I got my book down there. I'll look it up.
Alice Adams.
Yeah, I
that
think
book?
so. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was talking.
So anyhow, I just want to say this.
Yeah.
Justice.
You're not 50 yet. You're not 50 yet. Paul, are you 50 yet? You're 55. Nan, you're not. Eddie's 32.
I enjoyed the 2 minutes I saw.
You, I think you will look at this movie differently when you're 72.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I look forward to
Because of
hearing your
progress of
take.
time?
Huh?
Because of March of Time?
Because of the March of Time. I think you will look at this movie different when you're 72.
I might have enjoyed it more if I hadn't seen Cimarron. I thought they did a better job with the March of Time.
I will say it as Yoda would say it. 72 when you are, I think you might look at it different.
Okay, well. Everybody go home and write
I
that
know.
down.
I could put that in my head.
Oh, Katharine Hepburn won for Little Women as Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, Little
sure,
Women, yeah.
Yeah, she was in that.
I think like, can I say that on the March of Time before you go back? I do think that was the point of the movie. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, as like
Not
this
to
woman,
dwell on any of it.
this woman, I didn't find her like a great actress, and like that makes sense that they were all like stage actors. I felt like they overacted, so that makes sense that they were like they seemed odd. Like after coming off of Grand Hotel and those Hollywood actors, they seemed like they didn't.
Act for the camera.
They didn't act for the camera
Yeah.
the way that the Grand Hotel guys. I mean, like Joan Crawford and Greta Garbo and the Barrymores. I mean, they just like exhumed it on the thing.
Yeah.
These guys, it seemed like that makes sense to me that you've said that. I can see that.
Jane had that 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
It was like
At
eerie.
the
especially-
end, it was very pronounced. Like
Yeah.
she's giving her final little, and they're like staring
And even
off
even
into
their end,
the-
yeah, even the ending, it felt like a stage
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Now that you mention that, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. I also felt like in the March of Time, Dan, and I'd love to take your 72-year-old self on this. Like, they were kind of like bemoaning how the 30s had been. Like, it was almost like I felt like the mindset was like, we sacrificed all this, things aren't the way they are, and actually they fucking suck. And that's kind of
Language.
that's kind of how I felt like they kind of that's why I don't think I liked the movie, because as Sam said, well, they even knew what happened. Like, it didn't seem very hopeful at the end to
Well,
me.
it was during the
It was-
middle of the Great Depression.
I thought of
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I thought
Well,
of
you
that
wouldn't
too.
know,
That's why I
right?
thought maybe it was like, that way, Eddie, because I was like, is this because of the Depression that they're like, yeah, man, this has been really tough, and these people don't appreciate it, and it's all worthless, and I'm gonna stare in the abyss. So that's what I have to say about it.
Well,
Okay, 72.
Counterpoint.
huh?
72. You're 72. You see it differently.
The good old days. Everybody wants to go back to the good old days. Everybody wants to remember how things were or was. And this movie, if you listen to the movie critic thing that I listened
Yeah.
to,
He's also 72.
Eddie. I love it when Eddie pipes in. It's the best.
they're throughout this, I mean, it's definitely, it starts with Queen Victoria.
Right.
Yes.
And that was when England was at the top of their
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
From the death of Queen Victoria on, it started changing.
Yeah.
And even the Boer War was
Oh, yeah.
not a good thing for England. The Boer War to England was almost like Vietnam was to us. Okay? It changed things.
Oh yeah.
And if you follow these things through the movie, the little nuances that are contained in the movie, one of the scenes when they get back for their celebrating, quote, winning in the Boer War, you see a bus or a trolley go by that's got Lipton tea on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
After World War I, when they're celebrating, it's got Dewar's whiskey on it.
Right.
Ah.
So that was definitely put in there for a reason. and it's showing how things are changing
Sure.
in England from the time of Victoria into Edward VII.
Well, it was a time of real reckoning with poverty in England,
Right, yeah.
Like, so yeah, this idea of moving from
Well, and it's also, the love affair between the youngest son and Fanny
right
was
different classes,
it,
right?
that was a problem, and it was a problem for both classes.
Right.
It was a problem for the help, and it was a problem for the rich people. And Fanny realized that when she said, "Well, let's
Right.
keep what we have. We'll think about that when you get back." So there was a lot of change going on in England, and this was Noel Coward's way of trying to say, "Well, this is the change that's going on."
Yeah, even though the former help was doing quite well, I mean, she
Yeah.
clearly had prospered, but it's still because of the class difference, it was still an issue. Yeah.
Now, one of the interesting things is the girl who played the young Fanny when she was dancing, out in the street after her
Yeah.
father got killed, she ends up becoming an actress in Hollywood, but more importantly, she ends up basically owning the production of all the Lassie movies.
How strange.
Yeah. So she marries into
Wow.
that, and then forever she's
What a-
like the queen of the Lassie movies.
Wow.
So there you go. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of the other things that were different in here. The art director, I think they got the Oscar for art direction. And then he was also the art director. No, I think the real director was then also the director of Mutiny on the Bounty.
Oh,
I think
okay.
you can
Yeah,
look that
more
up real
coming.
quick. I think I got that right. And one of the other things the commentary was about all the crowd scenes. And
Yeah.
apparently, because it was filmed during the Depression, it was easy to have crowd scenes
Yeah.
because you had to
Oh.
hardly pay anybody anything.
And they had time.
Yeah.
And they had time, and sometimes
Oh,
it was,
geez.
well, come and you'll get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can have these massive crowd scenes. And the play, interestingly enough, was based on a photo of a trip of a troop ship that Noel Coward had seen, and that's how he got the idea for the whole thing, putting it together, which I thought was kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
So
Yeah.
you really liked this movie.
I'm 72 years old.
So that's why you think you
I've
liked
seen a
it.
lot of history. I like this movie.
Okay. I like that. You would like it.
Okay.
I like this movie.
I just want to correct myself. Katharine Hepburn was Jo in Little Women, but she won it for Morning Glory.
Oh, okay.
Or Morning Glory. Okay.
But she was in both
She
movies
was
in that year.
yeah.
yeah.
And then according to Dan's mammoth 80th book, because for our listeners, he has a 15-pound 80 years the Oscars. So I'm assuming this stops in 2002 or something. 2005, 2008. This is the last year that they had seasonal awards because next year they
Yeah.
go to calendar. So it was only
Right,
14
yeah.
months, which I'm kind of happy about because it was really fucking confusing.
It's confusing about which movie and what. And this was those first couple of years, they only had 3 or 4 nominate
Yeah.
best. And now, right now, it's 10.
Yeah,
right?
because
in
they
these
did.
big
They had
movies.
Little Women, and they had, a whole bunch of really.
And then
good
there's a
ones.
really
Henry
long
VIII,
period
and
where
yeah.
it's 5, and now
We're back to
modern
10.
days we're back to up
Which
to
I
10.
disagree with.
Yeah. Well, I like that it's up to 10, and some years aren't 10.
I just think movies are in big trouble right now, so it's hard to get to 10. You know?
Now, back to the
Back
movie.
to Cavalcade.
Yeah.
I thought one of the best scenes, there were 2 best scenes, in my opinion. And they were both the swan songs of the Suns. I thought the Titanic scene was great.
With the couple, with
Yeah.
Edward and, what's her name?
Well, the girl that they used to play with. Yeah.
the young Edith. Thank
And the young son and Fanny. I thought
Yeah,
those
Joe
2
and
scenes,
Fanny. Why? Say more.
huh?
Say why.
They they had their whole life ahead of them on the Titanic, and they were so happy.
She
And then
said,
it was-
I'm so happy I could die now.
Yeah,
She
then-
kind of foretold it.
and then it was taken away from them. So, and that's part of this thing about this movie.
Yeah.
Man has conquered nature. Man has built this massive ship, unsinkable massive ship, and it's on its maiden voyage. And here's these people, they're on their honeymoon. Man has conquered nature. They're so in love.
And then they're dead.
Man plans and God laughs.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what you think you've got coming, fate, like in Maltese Falcon, is going to intervene.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was so powerful. What she was saying to him and he was saying to her. And then, boom, it's over.
The challenge for me is that we don't know what was taken away because we don't know what he did. We don't know what, like, I didn't get a sense of, like, what their future was going to be.
He's an aristocrat in the
they-
Golden Age. He didn't have to fucking do anything.
They
Yeah.
jumped
Language.
quickly.
That'd have been
from
another
being little
$20
kids.
bill here coming gone with the wind time.
At least, like, for Down Abbey, when the heir, like,
I
passed
did think
away,
about Downton
Matthew.
Abbey a lot.
when Matthew passed away, like, you got a sense, like, holy Toledo, like, this is what was lost, or this is what his future would have
Yeah.
been.
I was so upset when Matthew. I stopped watching it. I stopped
didn't
watching
watch
it for a
years.
decade. And I had
Yeah.
to come back to it. I was so upset when Matthew was.
And then the scene with the younger son,
Yeah. Okay. Talk more about that one. Why do you like
when
that?
he's going back to battle, he's been there for 4 years. He's home on leave.
gets the
Has
locket.
survived all that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like smart enough to say, well, we're going to have this problem, but let's keep what we've got and we'll talk about it. And then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing is for sure
Nothing is for sure.
except stage actors.
Except what?
Stage actors from Britain.
Death and taxes. That's the
There you
only thing
go.
we're sure of. So anyhow, I thought it was a good movie.
Good.
And I've never seen it before. I watched it twice now in less than 5 hours.
Oh, you watched it all today?
Back to
Yeah.
back.
Did you
I
think
watched
was
it back to
Do
back.
you think it was a good movie after your first watch, or did it take 2 watches?
No, I thought it was a good movie after my first watch. That's why I was eager to get it. And I thought it was just going to be a guy sitting there with the camera,
Yeah.
saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. But he talks during the whole movie.
And you love that?
Yeah, I thought it was, it was an interesting way of doing it. Because it was like, this is coming up. This is what this represented. This is what that represented.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why you have the DVDs. That can really
And
give you that.
the last song in the movie
Yeah.
is the only original song from the play as well as from the movie.
Well, God, because they played Old Lang Syne 7 times. in
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Well-
that was another.
But there were a lot of
issue I had.
popular. I did notice the music in this more than any of the others
Yeah.
that we've watched so far, because like it would have been popular music of the day.
Yeah.
And you're right, Old Lang Syne gets played over and over again,
Oh, man.
and like Pomp and
Pomp
Circumstance,
and Circumstance a lot.
and like all these like, but
But that song's pretty dark.
oh
I
yeah.
have to say.
Well, didn't
It's
Noel
it's a
Howard
song about
wrote
change.
songs, too.
Yeah, and like
And I
not
think some of
liking
these are
change.
hits.
Huh?
It's a song about change and not liking change.
Some change is good, some change is bad. 72 when you'll realize that.
Well, I would say the position of that movie is like change is not good.
Change is inevitable.
I agree with that.
That yeah.
See,
But it hasn't been very good for Britain.
I'm
Right.
looking at it from change is inevitable.
Yeah.
And you endure. That's what they did.
You endure.
Well,
Their
that's true.
future was taken away from them. They're 2 kids. They have no future now.
Right.
Their bloodline is over,
And they endure.
and they endure.
Yeah. Okay.
And might I add, when you said about how many times they played Auld Lang Syne,
7 times.
another great movie ends that way. It's a Wonderful
It's a
Life.
wonderful
It
life.
is.
I know. I love that
love it.
ending.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
played
s-
it once.
Yeah, I'm not
Play it
saying
once.
that I hate the song. I'm just saying like they came back to it a lot.
Yeah.
Also,
Which
another great movie ends with Old Lang Syne, When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two great movies.
Now, another technology thing in the history of movies that were brought about by this movie was when they did the war scenes. They didn't have to stage any big battle scenes
Right.
like they did in Wings and like they did in All Quiet on the
Quiet,
Western
right.
Front. And that apparently was developed by, I think he was a Russian film guy who had come to Hollywood early on and came up with that. So I thought that was a very interesting way of showing the war,
Representing
the tragedy of war, without having to do a big production with soldiers and
Right.
fighting and everything.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
They just showed people marching off and then falling over dead and getting shot.
Yeah.
You don't remember? Did you watch this movie?
I did.
Ah.
I was like, I
Yeah,
was
but there
thinking
was
when they were
no-
doing it, they were
there was
like,
no
it was all
battle,
about
yeah.
the superimposed. They loved superimposing. the
Well, yeah.
film
Well,
on
that's
top of the
that's
film.
how they showed how bad, because it was the people were they were all dying.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Everybody was dying.
That
And
was the
if you followed it, you could see finally the Americans get there because we have different
Right.
helmets.
The helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-1.
Well, and Eddie liked the 2
Eddie
minutes.
is abstaining. So.
I'm on your side.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
4-2.
4-2.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
I don't
It
think
just
it was a bad movie or undeserving.
no.
I would probably put it
I would
fourth
hope
of the
that-
6.
Me
I
too.
bet I would have liked
Me
Little
too.
Women better.
Well, this
Well,
is about the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I can't remember what
Yeah.
else off the top of my head was nominated.
I can tell you. Would you like to know?
Let's listen to what
Get the
was
book out.
nominated this year. Besides
Also
Cavalcade.
nominated in the 6th year of the Academy Award.
Oh, this guy's name's Mendez. He was the art director who came up with the death scenes, and he was also the art director for Gone with the Wind. That's what I wrote down. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? A Farewell to Arms.
Whoa. Oh.
Gary Cooper. Yeah.
42nd Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never heard of this one. I'm a fugitive
That's
from a chain
James
gang.
Cagney. It's crazy hammy.
That you've seen all these as wild. Lady for a Day. Little Women. The Private Life of Henry VIII. She Done Him Wrong.
Oh, Mae West.
Smiling Through. And State Fair.
So what do you think there, Kenny?
There's some movies on there that would have entertained Sam a lot more than this one.
Like,
probably.
yeah, like A Farewell to Arms
Yeah.
and 42nd. Well, Sam
Yeah.
doesn't like musicals, but God, I love 42nd Street.
Oh,
I've
even-
seen it.
like
Even
some
I'm a
musicals.
fugitive
Don't
from a chain
stop
gang. I'm
streaming me.
like, yeah,
Oh,
it's like
sorry.
a Warner
Yeah.
Brothers gangster movie.
I love 42nd Street. Shuffle Off to
Oh, yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
It's a great song.
And another thing that started with this movie
yeah.
was the use of cigarettes to stage a scene to make a point.
Oh, I can see that.
Well,
too.
one thing I noticed was
The use of cigarettes.
women smoking cigarettes a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why that caught my eye, but women
Philip
smoking.
Morris was happy.
Yeah.
Decades long.
I did like the scene where the nurse like starts smoking cigarettes and gives it to the
Yeah.
wounded guy in a stretcher so he could
Well,
smoke.
like-
And
The
then what
mother-
happens?
the
The mother's
mother-
light goes out,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mother has put a cigarette in her mouth and she's watching it and she lets the match go out.
which was foreboding about what was going to
Yeah.
come.
Those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
my favorite type of women too, Kate.
Yeah.
Smoking ones.
Who would like
You're
apple pie?
hilarious. We
I'll
have
do
two
apple
kinds
pie.
of pies. We
Apple,
have
cranberry. Oh yeah, cranberry, apple. What would you like?
Let me try cranberry since I've never had
Okay.
cranberry
You
yet.
can have
Cranberry.
like a little sliver of both if you want.
Yeah.
And we can have
One
tea.
pie.
I don't have Lipton tea, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do the pies. You want some cranberry? Cranberry.
I'll get some plates.
What would you like,
I
Paul?
I mean,
A
you
little
can
bit of each.
have a little bit of each.
There's whipped cream
That's the way to
also.
go.
Dan, I want to.
There's good whipped cream in there.
Dan, I want to point out this article and that I enjoyed it a little bit more because of movie watching. There's an article about.
Uh oh, the light just went out on Dinner with Dan on the air.
Uh-oh.
Dan, there's an article in the New York Times about a Galapagos turtle tortoise that died at 141.
Yeah, I saw that on TV.
Yeah. So in this long article, they talk about the tortoise was acquired by the zoo in the late 20s or early 30s. They're not sure exactly what year, and they try to set the scene for that time period. And they said others were packing cinemas to see the Broadway Melody and All Quiet on the Western Front.
There you go.
And that paragraph alone allowed me to connect better to the articles of what we've been doing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That tortoise has seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, I'm sure they played it for the tortoise.
That tortoise ate a lot of fruit.
I mean, it's mind blowing that the tortoise is 141.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I could appreciate having seen Broadway Melody, even though I didn't like it. And All Quiet on the Western Front, which I did like.
Well, next we've got coming up, as the pie is brought in for our consumption, the next movie that's coming up that we're going to see is truly one I think everyone will agree on. It's the best picture for 1934 is It Happened One Night, starring Clark Gable from Cadiz, Ohio, Claudette Colbert, a reporter and a heiress bicker and fall in love during a cross-country bus trip in this classic screwball comedy. Directed by Frank Capra, who we all know did It's a Wonderful Life, amongst many other things. So that will be the movie that we watch next. So I would encourage everybody between now and next Sunday to watch It Happened One Night. It's truly a great movie.
So the only history research I did was on the Boer War, and because I kept wondering would the audiences in 1933, like I mentioned on the podcast, would this resonate? And so the one thing I came across is that regiment, that they all went off, the CIV regiment,
Yeah.
the City of London Imperial Volunteers, they actually were involved in relieving this town of Kimberley. They weren't involved with Malfakine, which, I mean, is a way in the weeds detail. But then I kept wondering, was Malfakine that famous, perhaps, that they went with that for presumably the play and the movie, because it would have been that much in people's consciousness. I don't know.
Did you Google it?
I Googled Boer War.
But did you look at the siege battle?
No, dude. I gotta tell you, whoever wrote those Wikipedia entries, they are long. The Siege of Kimberley, which I'd never heard of before, of course, it is long because it goes into I wouldn't say hour by hour detail, but
And there's some good movies about the Boer War. Breaker Morant.
yeah.
That's a really good movie.
Well, I think Sam made the point it was the beginning. Thank you. The beginning of the the end for Britain, because I did a quick search wars that Britain was involved in. And there's all these skirmishes in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just
for Africa.
so it's all these little things that were happening that you could see that by the time the movie takes place, they could be tired of that sort of nonsense.
Yeah.
They believe in their superiority, which is why they thought it was going to be 3 to 6 months. But I mean, there's
There's
been a lot.
a famous film called Boots that's about the Boer War.
Yeah. And Kruger that they're after, Cougarans.
Cougarans. Yeah, well, what's funny is Jan Smuts was
Thank
mentioned in one of the articles because he ended up being one of the first presidents of South Africa. But when I saw him mentioned, he had been involved in a parliamentary inquiry into one of these actions in Africa. So it is kind of funny. Oh, and in Kimberley, that siege of Kimberley, the guy in charge of that was Baden Powell, the guy who founded the Boy Scouts. He was a colonel.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, all these names that come back up.
Well, Churchill was a young war correspondent in the Boer War, I believe.
There you go, see?
Yeah, I think that was Churchill's first war coverage. Sam got his glass of milk.
Always.
All right. So, Sam, any other comments about what we've watched today?
I mean, we could do many podcasts about British imperialism.
Well, that's true.
Oh, that's
That's a deep dive once you start going down.
Well,
that.
I just started watching Ken Burns' American
I
Revolution.
have to, yeah.
I got through the first episode last night,
Too, yeah.
and it was a little bit of British imperialism there.
Sam, I was just happy to.
Oh yeah, that was all about British arrogance.
I was just happy this did not turn out to be an upstairs downstairs thing because then
Oh,
you
yeah.
would have been on the hot seat again.
Right, yeah. And it definitely wasn't an upstairs downstairs
Oh, I was
thing. Yeah.
concerned though.
No,
Yeah,
it
right.
started out that way,
It
but
started
Yeah.
out that way.
It
it really
certainly
went away
seemed
from
like-
that. And
Yeah.
Actually, I might have enjoyed it more had it continued to track both families.
Yeah.
If it had continued.
Well,
yeah.
no, it did because Fanny.
Not really.
Fanny. Oh, yeah, it did.
Us
Fanny.
17-year-olds don't buy
Not
Not
equal.
quite, yeah,
not
not in
any,
the same
anywhere
way.
near equal focus.
So, the American Revolution, how you liking that, Dan? As a 72-year-old.
Oh yeah, are you watching that?
Yeah, I finally watched the first
pretty good, huh?
first episode last night. Yeah, yeah, I thought it was very good, and that's why I couldn't get Peter Coyote to read Lily's
Oh, he's taking it.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah, I've watched the first 2 episodes and then 30 minutes of the 3rd episode, which is where we learned that Washington screwed up the New York.
Oh,
battle
yeah.
For New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, you know, just like the North had Nashville for almost the entire Civil War, the British had New York for almost the entire Revolution.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I think we know how it all worked out. Hi.
That is
That's
true.
okay.
That's true. That is a hard thing about watching Ken Burns thing because, like, well, you ultimately know how it worked out.
But I love Ken Burns. I
Yeah,
love learning all the little details.
I've never seen anything bad that the guy has done. I've never seen anything
The
bad.
Vietnam War one was like
Vietnam.
super interesting.
That one was
Baseball.
really good.
It was
I
really
thought the
good.
baseball one was a little long.
I loved that baseball
Extra
one.
innings.
It's a little long.
Sounds like Wilson.
Not
Bradley,
they
no.
did 9 episodes, right? Because it was 9 innings
Yeah, and then they did extra innings.
and then
Yeah.
extra innings. I loved it. When I was a
Prohibition
kid,
was good.
I recorded
Civil War.
every single baseball
Civil
one
War.
on a VCR tape.
Yeah. I did too. I've got them downstairs somewhere. I don't think I threw them out.
Who wants tea?
I'll have tea.
Okay, I have decaf. Sammy, do you want any?
I'll have tea, please.
Want two?
We're gonna-
No tea for
we
you?
Yeah, I'm
watch
good.
a
I'll have
British movie.
the
Okay.
water.
Just
Eddie, you
pie.
want tea?
Excuse me?
What'd you say?
We watch a British movie. We don't have tea. Well, tea didn't make an appearance in the movie,
Except in the advertisement.
except in the.
Well, no, they drank tea all
They
the
did
time.
drink tea a lot.
Yeah,
They drank some Dewar scotch.
I know.
they were bringing tea in all the time.
You mentioned
They
that. You mentioned that.
That punch, they had punch for New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
and they let the boys come down and ring in the new century
With milk.
with
Right.
milk,
Didn't
the
he
new
say
century.
specifically?
Yeah,
Like, get
and
them a glass of
you know,
milk?
think about the change from that century to our century when everybody was geeked up about Y2K. Think
Good
about
point.
that.
Yeah,
You
good
know,
point.
they're like, well, we don't want to don't get the boys up because they won't be sleeping, and then 100 years later, we're all Y2K running around. They're gonna. I'm a Dayton municipal court judge, and I have to sit there and listen to these guys tell me that there's going to be widespread civil disobedience in Dayton, and all 5 of us Dayton municipal court judges
on call.
will be picked. No, we're going to be picked up in armored vehicles and taken to 5 different safety points in the city of Dayton, which will be fortified, and then we're going to conduct.
Marshal people.
Yeah, we're going to conduct civil justice out of these 5 secured
Dream come true.
Y2K.
Crazy. I
Yeah.
never
Are
thought
you
about it
disappointed
that way.
then?
There were so many people that were so disappointed. Oh, we got a Brown Betty. So that's keeping
There
with
you go.
the
Right,
British
the
theme.
right?
That's a good old Brown Betty.
Sleeping, so.
So that was the difference between New Year's then, you know, from the 19th into the 20th century, and then from the 20th century into the 21st century.
Yeah.
So as we're eating pie, does anybody else have any concluding remarks?
About the show?
Yeah, about anything, about life in general.
Well, Sam and I went to see Wicked for Good.
Oh yeah.
Ah, nice.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
What'd you think? Not as good as the first.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't really like musicals on screen. I like musicals on stage. I don't like them so much on screen.
Did you see Wicked on stage?
Yeah, I was part of that big group that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went to it. Yeah, with Virginia. Virginia and I went to it.
I thought it was good.
It's high production value for sure.
Yeah, and The problem is the second act of Wicked. There's only 2 good songs,
Yeah.
and so most of the great
Yeah,
songs
it's
are in the
very
first movie.
front-loaded.
It's very front loaded. They're great songs for good. You know, it's a beautiful song. You know, who could say if I've changed for the better, but because I knew you, I've changed for good. Like that's just really well done. And that From This Moment song, where you know Elphaba and Fierro get together. So that was good. I'll tell you what, those girls are so tiny. Like they at the front of the movie, Cynthia and how do you say her name?
And Revo.
Revo and Ariana Grande. I mean, they look unhealthy.
Yeah.
Like when they're like, "Oh, thank you so much for watching," it was like, get those girls an IV
Right.
because they are like so very very thin.
Wasn't Ariana Grande the one that licked the donut?
She tell me more about licking the donut.
Licked a
I
donut?
think you're right.
Yeah. They had a picture of her. She was in a donut shop and she licked donuts. I think that was her, wasn't it? It was a big scandal
Why'd you lick the donuts?
because she licked a donut.
She licked
I mean, you guys don't watch stuff like I watch.
No.
72 when you are.
Well,
Eddie,
I mean,
you think I'm right, right?
think-
Isn't she? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, looking at her, I don't think she licked a donut in a long time
Yeah.
because she is so
Like-
fucking thin.
What do you mean,
Language.
Like the donut, like as in
She didn't purchase
rather
it,
than
or-
Yeah,
eating
it's
it.
like, you know, just, she was like there and she liked the donut.
And put it back. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And it was on film.
Ah.
It was a big on all the talk shows, and I
Well,
think they even made
apparently-
fun on it on Saturday Night Live.
Apparently, they've made like a lot of news because they've like had these very strange interactions as they've done the press tour.
Yeah.
Where they like sit on each other's laps and like arrange each other's. I saw them like arranging their necklaces, and there's like spoofs online about it. So it has to be pretty. I mean, because I've seen the spoofs, I haven't seen necessarily that, but like to a point, people have said to me like it's like uncomfortable how they are
Oh.
on these, but I just was like taken aback. Like they look great on film, like the movie they look great, but when they like had them come out and say like thank you so much for watching this opening, I was like, oh my god, these 2 women are emaciated. Like I cannot tell you how unhealthy they looked. It was something else. That's what I have to say about that. Do you know what I'm talking about when
Yeah.
they came out? Did you agree or
No,
just
I agree.
okay?
I haven't seen them in their non-movie.
Right. Well, they did it like when we went to see it at an AMC, and they had them like for like you know like as their regular selves. Like, did they do that for you when you watched it?
I didn't see that part.
Okay.
Maybe not.
They did. We watched it in 3D.
Yeah,
know.
question 3. Maybe it's maybe
Um,
left before they came out.
They did it at the very beginning of the movie, so maybe it's just a different. They did it, and I was like, "What is going on with these 2 women?" That was my take on it about that. But I guess the other thing, Ariana Grande, like always, like this Wicked has been like something that's been like a North Star for her.
Oh.
Is she's always wanted to play Glinda,
Oh, wow.
and like it's been something like in her whole life and dream, like she's like dreamed of playing Glinda. So that was cool. And that Cynthia, how do you say her last name again? Arrivo. I mean, she's a hell of a singer. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Adina Menzel is
Yeah.
was Alphaba, and she's amazing. I still like the original. Can't get better than the original, but it's pretty impressive.
Okay, since you brought that up, and since we're still recording,
Yeah.
who have you always dreamed of playing?
Oh, I don't know. I like playing a character.
Little Oakley Annie?
Annie
Annie Oakley?
No, or like I only have one famous person that I would love to like have lunch with.
Nope, this is who you want to play.
No, but that's like the only thing I
I
have.
was gonna say, we're not actors.
Yeah, we're not in that.
Yeah, and that's Tina Fey. Like
Thank you.
anything Tina Fey does, I'm like there for. Although I am binge watching right now Parks and Rec, and I'm here for it. It's hilarious.
So funny.
I was in the first season where Amy Poehler and her friend, what's her friend's name? That's the nurse.
Oh, Anne.
And she invites her to like the Tennyson Award or whatever that her mother wins, and she got her hair cut by the barber, and she tells Anne that it's like the most fanciest event ever, and so they go in, and all the city council people think they're lesbians. And they're going, it's okay. And they're like, and you know, they do that side thing, and Anne's like, I'm basically Leslie's wife. I laughed so hard I cried.
That show is so good. As amazing as it sounds, I feel like that show got better after the first season.
I know, like I can feel it. Like I'm
It
watching
definitely
it.
like it was like catching
Yeah.
like wind going into
Yeah. The pilot, like it's a pilot. It's hard,
Yeah.
like, but you can see it, like, and by the end of season 1, where
Oh, yeah.
what's his name is Chris Pratt's living in the
in the hole.
in the hole. He's gonna
Yeah,
take
I
the
almost
hole.
didn't continue watching it. I was like, I'm gonna keep giving this a chance, and yes, it got a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in the second season, and I'm fully enjoying.
Well, when Rob Lowe and
He's
Adam
not in
Scott
yet.
show up, it just it's like peak.
Was it taking place in Indiana? Make it more
Pawnee.
fun for you?
I think it's funny. Like there's like that's funny
Just
with
small town.
with
like
small
local
town, it's local government.
Oh my
like
God.
the she has her own first season. She has her own semi-committee, and she's like nervous to like talk to the press, and she says, I'm talking to the Pawnee Herald or whatever. It's like our town's Washington Post, or like I'm going on the morning show. It's like, you know, our town's Today Show. Like it's so funny, and she's so like. Or like when she drinks the wine and turns herself in season 1, she like tells people they can't take anything over $25 because that's against the ethics filing. So she takes away like a wine and cheese that somebody has given the Parks and Rec department, and she wants to hang out with the boys, the planning, and so they won't stay unless there's alcohol, and so she goes and takes the wine and feels so guilty that she turns herself in over drinking the wine.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
This is what's known in podcast emceeing, is the podcast has just been taken hostage and flown to Havana.
Okay.
It's a well-known podcast.
The
Yeah,
podcast
I
has
guess.
just been
Well
taken
done.
hostage and flown to Havana.
Well, I'm sorry.
And
I'm
we-
in, like,
And we-
Turn the lights
We
off, turn
all
the
watch
electricity
other
off.
things besides
We
these
are
movies
at
every
the
week.
airport in Havana waiting for
Well-
somebody from the U.S. State Department to show up and negotiate our release.
well, I'm sorry.
Might
Kate and
I
were
remind-
enjoying Parks and Rec.
I just
Might I
What a
remind
great show.
our table mates who have drunk too much German wine tonight that we're talking about
Not me.
movies.
Not me.
I know, but I talked about for good, but I also
After
like to
we do
talk
all
about-
the movies, then we will do TV shows.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So since we're on movies,
Back to movies.
Sean Connery for me.
Oh, that's who you
Oh,
be?
James
Yeah,
Bond.
who I'd want to be, Sean Connery.
Oh, you want to be Sean Connery, not
Yeah.
one of his characters.
No, I mean, well, no, James Bond. But Sean Connery, I mean, what a complete actor.
I do like it when he's on Saturday Night Live and they play him Swords.
Swords.
Yes, Swords.
A rapist.
So rapist.
I think the Riesling has gotten
That's
to the two
terrible.
ladies
That's,
that are sitting here.
that's therapist. I'll take the rapist for 200, Alex.
I think
Your mother, Trebek.
I think the Riesling has got to the ladies. Sam, you're going to have your hands full tonight.
Oh my God. Okay, what are we watching next week?
It happened one night.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
you've seen
Dan
it,
might
right,
have
Kate?
talked. Yeah, I think he might have talked about it.
Yeah,
a
I
little
talked
Oh,
more.
you
about
talked
that.
about my
Getting
getting
the
pie. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Well, I'm
That's
excited.
okay.
And Kate, have you seen it already?
I've seen it many times.
I've seen it many times.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
I've seen it
I've never seen it.
before.
Oh, you've never seen it?
No, is it
No.
by a
I think you'll
famous
like it.
British
Well, I will.
writer?
I will.
That's Capra.
Oh, it's Frank Capra?
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
gonna
Oh
like it.
my
Capra.
God, I'm so excited.
I will
You're
tell
gonna
you
like
what.
it.
Yeah.
My podcast, my rules.
Yeah.
What?
If you don't like It Happened One Night, you ain't invited back.
Oh, it's on.
Whoa.
Wow.
I bet
It
I'll
Happened
like
One
You
Night.
only play
Yeah.
that card once.
Is
though, Dan.
a-
So you want to play it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play it here on this one.
Okay.
If you don't like It Happened One Night,
Yeah.
you.
Well, I love Frank Capra, so I'm guessing I will like it. I
Oh,
mean,
it's a great
it's-
movie.
it's
Clark
good.
Gable,
It's very
Claudette
good.
Colbert. Oh, it's a
no,
great
I'm
movie.
excited. I'm excited. And Frank Capra. So I was reading in your giant book. on the movie, they said that Will Rogers, did you read this? Will Rogers was the host of the 1933.
Oh my God.
And he's like, hey, Frank, you won. You won Best Director,
Oh,
Frank, my
God.
friend Frank. And it was Frank Lloyd and not Frank Capra. And
Oh,
Frank Capra
no.
walked up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then,
That's
for
terrible.
best actress, he brings up two women that are up for it, gives kisses them both on the cheek, and say that was really compelling. You did a great job. And they think they're like it was a tie, and they're like, he's like, no, Katharine Hepburn, and she's not here.
Wow.
What an ass!
Oh,
Did you read that, Dan?
wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
He was a great comedian.
I watched a show once.
You know, he's the guy that says,
I belong to no.
organized party, I'm a
Yeah,
Democrat.
I know. Do you think the Republicans feel that way too now?
Well, we certainly do. So, anyhow, at least she didn't use an F-bomb.
Hi, Louie.
What did you put in that Riesling, Paul?
I put some alcohol in there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh God, that's so funny.
I think you might have slipped some absence in there from last
the
week.
absence was
Oh.
great last week.
It was,
I
yeah,
do
it was
miss not having
delicious.
the Louisiana flip.
Oh, the
Sammy
Louisiana
made.
flip and the green
Oh, it was
fairy.
pretty good.
Oh,
It was
great. I
Louisiana flip.
enjoyed
It was
it.
good.
Yeah.
It came through on the podcast, I'll tell you that.
Oh, good. Well, this has been enjoyable. I'm sorry I commandeered your podcast to Parks and Rec for a moment, but it's just on the mind.
You took it to Havana, girl.
Sorry. And also, you brought up Sean Connery, and he was. Wasn't it Will Ferrell that played Sean Connery on Saturday Night Live? So he played Sean Connery, like your dream.
No, Will Ferrell was,
It was,
Alex
uh,
Trebek.
Oh, who played
Daryl Hammond.
Daryl Hammond.
Yeah.
The
Daryl Hammond.
rapist.
Yeah.
Daryl Hammond's played Sean Connery. There you go. There you go. Anything else we need to discuss?
Bond, James Bond.
That's the character you want to
Yeah.
be.
So anyhow, want to thank everybody for being down here today. Catherine,
Yes.
Nan, Duncan, Sam, and Eddie.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks for bringing the food. It was
Thank you.
great.
Yes, happy
Nothing like a
Thanksgiving.
great Sunday after Thanksgiving.
It's always great to meet you.
Wonderful time. Catch up on the block of what's going on. And with that, anybody else got any other parting comments? Okay, I'm going to say Godspeed and fair winds until we meet again.